Reens Route ist locked und wir werden auch in Reens Route theoretisch nicht mehr reinkommen. For reasons. Weil ich glaube, ihr könnt euch vorstellen, dass nun langsam die ganzen Routes convergen. Und da Lloyd einen Call bekommen hat, gucken wir uns doch als nächstes Lloyd Route an, würde ich mal sagen, oder? Dafür brauche ich... Erstens, ich brauche den Tab nicht mehr. Da wir danach nämlich wieder eine Final Chapter haben. Für Temporary Corridor brauchen wir auch nicht. Ich brauche auch den Tab, den kann ich mal noch offen lassen. Fishing Tab brauche ich auch erstmal nicht mehr. Secondary Corridor brauche ich auch nicht. Das ist Rufus. Dann. So, ich muss halt gerade durch den Guide durchgehen. Wie gesagt, das ist halt über mehrere Tabs hier gerade verteilt. Leute, starten wir rein. Ich mache ein bisschen weiter. Es ist zwar sehr warm, es wird weiter mit gut warm, aber ein bisschen habe ich noch Lust zu machen. Das auf jeden Fall.
Shika 3位戻りました。あ、お姉ちゃん、おかえりなさい。ロイドさん。
フラン、君もこちらに来ていたんだな。
よかった。元気にしてたみたいだね。キーヤちゃん、ティオちゃんにマジさんも。よかった。調印式があんなことになって私。フラン、ご心配をおかけしました。みんなが無事ならそれで。で、あれ？そちらの方たちはお邪魔させていただきます。
こんなところに潜伏していたとは。警察もなかなか根性あるじゃないか。
Das stimmt.
ああ、君たちは。ロイド、無事だったんだな。フランス、ケイト先輩、ドノバン警部にレイモンドさんも。
副局長までいらっしゃるとはね。見かけに。
こちらのセリフだ。
変わりなさそうで何よりだ。
本当に無事でよかったわ。おかえりなさい、ロイド君たち。
はい。ただいま戻りました。先輩。
Neues Team for to sing after what happened at the military factory before the Urban Defense Force could learn of the incident. Nerd then led them to a point on the outer edge of the Knox Forest Road. Although the area was near the police academy, which had reportedly been occupied, the Cosper Police Department and its associates had managed to find a gap in the foe's defenses, which led them to setting up an encampment. The right connection is giving a clear signal. Great, let's finish setting everything up, Sharon. Ready, my lady? I see what you're planning. Because you're stopping us from accessing the Orban network wirelessly. Come up with a workaround by using a combination of all the wired communications and AUKUS units. Exactly. Maybe we may be able to contact America this way too. Especially since we have you, Elisa, Tita, and Fran with us. I'll show you what a skilled operator can do. Tio needs our help, so let's give it our all here. You betcha, friend. Well, they seem to have everything under control. Yeah, I'm sure they'll get the job done. I'm glad you're able to make it out of the city. That couldn't have been easy. there were more gospel guide enforcement with you originally, right? Yeah, Commander Bells took initial charge of the police force when we were thrown into chaos by the attack. Randy, First Lieutenant Murray, Dudley, and Chief Sergey were with us too. But while we were helping the civilians evacuate, they came under attack again and were separated from the others. Leaving gathering information that might help us rendezvous with them. That's how we caught wind of the trouble at the military factory. Which led to your excellent timing of saving our backsides. I'll say, I don't know what we would have done had he not shown up. It does concern me that we don't have contact with Randy and the others, but I know they can handle themselves. Same here, they're capable of looking after each other, so I'm willing to bet they're okay. Sounds like your groups managed to gather a lot of useful info at the factory, Lloyd. You did. You uncovered details on the new tower soldiers in the name of some project. Could be red herring though. I still don't know what to think of that simulacrum Professor Novartis said on us. I wouldn't have believed it if I hadn't seen it. The professor was talking about him like he was a failure, but he was pretty damn strong if you ask me. Can't imagine he's the only one out there either. There's no telling who else could be impersonating a real person. Rufus. Seriously? That's pretty freaky. You don't think there are any hiding among this camp, do you? I swear it is me and Rhea. Rhea, I tell you. Please calm down, sir. If you start doubting one another, we are never going to get anything done. My man's right. You might as well just throw our hands up and surrender at that point. That's exactly what that Supreme Leader has at once. Speaking of Rufus. The skill with which you occupy the city and the charisma he has shown in leading everyone also just he's the real Rufus. But it doesn't make any sense. Just can't imagine that everything he said was a lie, even he isn't that much of a weasel. If I do his thanks, Detective Lloyd Bunnings. I know the look, figure something out. I was just speculating, but I think I'm getting a little ahead of myself. Still lack evidence. Let's keep focusing on the little things in front of us first. Good call. We've got decent numbers here, thanks to the police, not to mention everyone back at the village. Speaking of which, I think Tita might have figured something out. Aaron, could you come over here? You establish a connection? Hey guys, can you hear us? It's not too shabby. Good to see you all are holding up too. It's me, Elia. Sorry if we made you worry. I'm echo that. It's great knowing you're okay. I feel the same way. It's a weight off my shoulders seeing you two again. I didn't expect Lloyd, Kia, and Raji to meet up with so many friendly faces when I set off. Excellent work, everyone. It already feels like we've made a lot of progress. That's the power of teamwork, right, Lloyd? Exactly. So, have you all made any progress on gathering info on your end? I believe so. Major Aaron is still kicking up whatever he can find as well. Und hat sich mit Klasse 7 zusammen verbunden. That would be a good time to exchange what we know. Would you mind getting us up to speed? This being McDowell is doing a lot better. That's good news. Yeah, I can't thank Seta and the clinic staff enough for all they've done. Still needs to take it easy though. My entry is almost fully here too. It shouldn't pose a problem moving forward. Samson is also having out at the inn now. She is in much better spirits than she was before. More good news. Take it easy if I have to reach you. You don't have to force yourself. I won't. Thank you for the concern. Seeing what happened at the hospital struck a chord with me too. Please don't lose sight of our roots as well. I need to face up to that fact as much as everyone else. Let's take it from the top and do it right this time. We can't afford to have any hesitations as we move forward. Well said, Ellie. Now we just need to find Randy and his ass will be whole again. Having against a storm with this many people helping us? Well, about that. Is there something I'm missing? Does it have to do with the information you had to share? So you managed to wring some info out of a few Urban Defense Force goons patrolling the highway yesterday. It gave us a bit more of an idea of what they've been up to the past few days. Some of their elites are gathering in the northwest from the sound of it, for an operation to flush out the Crossbow Guarding Force and the Red Reaper. Wait, that would mean... Oh, doesn't it sound familiar? It fits with what we learned the other day. The Urban Defense Force are setting up a barricade in front of the tunnel on the mountain path for some reason. Die Barrikade, die wir auch mit Rufus gesehen haben. Oder ein Teil davon. It doesn't sound like a coincidence, alright. Unfortunately so, this must mean that Randy and Crossbow Guardian Force are currently holed up in Mainz. And the Urban Defense Force has them completely surrounded. Even getting supplies in that area will be difficult. The terrain is surrounded by mountains and there's no escape route. Larian has experience holding that area with some of the guardsmen during the last bid for independence. True. Also, dass irgendwie sich Leute in Mainz versteckt halten, wie die dann wieder aus Mainz erstmal befreien müssen von der Barrikade, ist irgendwie, ich glaube, das 3. Mal, dass es passiert hat. But I like in even greater peril than before, given they will have to account for Torbo's adults this time around. We need to be prepared for significant casualties at the very least. This isn't sounding good, Chief. Last time of the year there, we're in deep shit if the Crossbow Guardian Force falls to them. We can't afford to lose them if we have any hope of overthrowing the Supreme Leader. Can we get in touch with Mainz using the same way we contacted America? We could turn the situation around if we coordinate with one another. That much is true, but using this means of communication in an area we don't know poses too great of a risk. Our lives will be that much harder if our enemies learn of this method and put a stop to it. Point. Lloyd? Yeah, there's another moment to waste. We're going to their aid. To you, Fran, put up a map of the Mainz Mountains for me. On it. I round up all the information we've gathered as far. I'll have two. Are you planning to go by yourself? What will that accomplish? You don't have enough manpower to break through the Urban Defense Force's defense and rescue them. It's too soon to be giving up. If our allies have been holding them off, despite being so heavily outnumbered, that means there's still hope. And now all eyes are focused on Mainz. That gives us our best chance of slipping past their defenses unnoticed. He's right, it's not impossible. Don't forget the Urban Defense Force is comprised of Erebonians. They won't be as familiar with Crossbill's geography as we are, even if they were stationed here before. I'm sure we can find a way if we all put our minds to it. So give us a hand, everyone. We can't give up on them. You guys. They haven't changed, have they? If you're not giving up, neither will we. Damn straight, it's too early to be throwing in the towel. This had better work. We'll keep gathering all the info we can and try to find a way to back you up. I wish I could drop everything and rush over to her personally, but that won't be possible. Actually, I may have a lead on something that could help our case. I'll let you know how it goes. Oh, now I've piqued my interest. We trust you to follow up on that, Ellie. We can all reconvene once we've reunited with Randy. I'm sure you'll all succeed. Nothing will stop us from taking back the city, and eventually Hagon CL. You can count on us backing you up too. We can afford to leave no stone unturned, now that we know the society is at work here. Speaking of which, the area near the border of Erebonia hasn't been fully investigated yet, right? We could do with paying areas like that a visit. I was thinking of making my way to St. Ursula. It'd be wise to share what we have learned about the wild connection of the Foundation. For the record, my request is still ongoing, Ryder Grosner. Better keep Tita safe. But this is the first and last time I will ever trust you with her. I don't need you to allow me to keep her safe. She's always safe with me. Don't worry. Like Mom. I haven't time to return to send Ursula as well to let everyone there know I'm alright. But by the sound of it, I should stay here. I may be needed in Mainz. Appreciate that. There's no telling how many people may need medical attention. Let's work together and play to our strength. That's how we are going to rescue the others. The group then immediately set about deciding on everyone's roles for the coming operation. The goal of getting past the Urban Defense Force's defenses and reaching Mainz seemed impossible at first, but past experience had told them of a route which seemed ideal for the circumstances. Lloyd and Noel, with their experience working together cavalry in the past, agreed to form the vanguard and go first to secure the route. Meanwhile, a number of other members decided to part to give information and to help distract and divide the Urban Defense Force. The next day, March the 21st, Dr. Silent and the remaining officers set up a base camp at the foot of the mountain path after bidding farewell to their departing allies. Further up the road, Lloyd and Noel made their way to the infiltration point. Right route, Act 4, Will Tempered by Dusk. Yeah, here we are. We have to get the rest of the way on foot. The times up ahead is where the Urban Defense Force set up their perimeter. In other words, we have to go down the same cliffside from a few years ago to get around them. Exactly. I marked a spot on our map. Let's head here and stay alert. So, dann gucken wir mal, wie es equipment-technisch aussieht. Du bist gerade mal ein Away-Tank. Da habe ich gerade noch ein bisschen was anderes für Evasion da. True. Ich könnte mit der Zero-Hour-Habit gehen. Oder True Awakening Headband. Oh ne, nur Zero-Hour-Habit. Achso, sie bricht aber nach einem Use. Ja gut, ne? Man soll halt einfach nicht sterben. Und ich bin eigentlich, die Confidence dafür habe ich eigentlich. So. Achso, boah, ich habe schon so ein Recovery-Ding. Ich weiß halt nicht, was eher triggert, ob der Master Quartz triggert oder das Item. Ach, den True Awakening Headband. Das passt auch. So, Aegis möchte ich bei dir bitte nicht haben, danke. Und ich kann das mit Andari? Das kann eigentlich not bad sein. Kannst mal eine Grey Tellers mitnehmen. So. Was ich bei ihr mal mache, ist ich kann den True Stable? Stable gebe ich auch trotzdem mal mit. Bonus to higher level enemies, ja. Zu dem Fall wird es wahrscheinlich gut kommen. Soweit wir vor allem dann im Fall sind, werde ich wirklich jeden ordentlich bauen, by the way. Das wird noch kommen. Gut. Mache ich nochmal eine kurze Toilettenpause und wir machen gleich weiter. Be right back. So, ich lebe noch. Wir machen weiter. Auch wenn es doch gut warm ist. Also wirklich. Aber ich habe noch Lust, ein bisschen weiterzumachen. Also ein bisschen machen wir auf jeden Fall noch. Also wenn man jetzt mal ein paar Versen schon mit Rufus durch. Dementsprechend gibt es ja echt interessant für uns zu finden.
しかしノエルのバイク姿本当に様になってるよな。
そうですか？もともと自転車なんかも乗ってましたけど、ロイドさんにもぜひあの気持ちいい風を感じてほしいです。
乗るときはぜひともご指導を頼むよ。
Soll ich Reverie fragen, aber dabei beteiligt, das Ding zu entwickeln. They're armed to the teeth with that new Zollard model too. This must be where they're gathering all of their forces like before it. We should keep moving. Now I'm even more worried about the others. Same here. We'll be able to reach the old mine shaft if we climb down here. If only we could use it to exit next to mine like we did a few years ago. If only, but the road was blocked off by a cave-in last year. Still, we can access a maintenance passageway that leads into the tunnel from there. And that will let us slip past the soldiers and dollars without being noticed. It is worth a shot. Let's do this, Noel. Ja, leider nicht mal in die Höhen rein, aber hey. Ah ja, das wäre nicht unsere erste Infiltration von Mainz im Geheimen. Oh, I swear you're going to come out in a bad spot. Me too, but things worked out perfectly. I managed to slip in right behind them. No, we just have to make it to Mainz. Right, but let's stay on alert as we make our way through the tunnel. Gut. Und bonken ein paar von den Viechern weg. Die jeweils beide nicht gescannt sind.
行くぞ。それ。
Petrify, really? So, cure petrification, haben wir da irgendwas?
ありがとう。行くぞ。ラゼロ、今だ。
今だ。はい。キャン。私の番そこ。上出来かな。
Sie hat eine extrem hohe Range mit ihren Waffen. Wie sieht bei ihm mit Kostüm so aus? Das hat was. Ja, komm, ja. Das finde ich cool. Damn it, Kasims. Patrol units. We need to take them out before they give our position away to the defense force. Right, let's make this quick.
敵出現交戦します。
ゼロブレイカー。
やん私の番ですね。はいはい
よし。崩した。
今だ。はいそこ。
よし。
私の番やん皆さんお疲れ様でした。
よしやった。
Tigers abreast. That should keep our location secure. A little too close for comfort. Came from the moon tempest direction. I got a path of all places. Assuming that it looks like you're back to fighting at full strength. It was a huge load off my mind seeing you back to your old self at the camp too. I've been a little worried about you, honestly. I guess you noticed, just like Raji did. I'm sorry you had to see me like that. I didn't mean to worry you. It's alright. No one can blame you after everything you've been through the last 2 years. Citizens were expecting even more of the SSS than they were the Guardian Force after the Imperial Army invaded. Looking back, we all relied on you a little too much, myself included. All under the bridge. I couldn't tell you when or why you became convinced that it was up to us to fix everything. It isn't as though we never had allies we could turn to. I think you've always been fortunate in that regard. Is that true? But somehow we and everyone else were convinced that it was up to the SSS to save Crossbell. And when we failed, everyone accepted the Supreme Leader's narrative instead. Can't pretend not to empathize with how they felt though. I did my fair share of refusing to accept the truth during the first bit of for independence. I mean, when the Crossbell Defense Force was formed.
みんな拠り所が欲しかったんだと思います。長い間苦難に見舞われて誇りすら持つことを許されなくて、そんな状況を変えてくれる何かを夢見てしまった。2年前の国防軍が私にとってのそれでした。そして自分自身の信じてきたものや誰かの犠牲からも目をそらしてしまった。市民の皆さんが新総統を受け入れてしまったことも同じです。
Suppose you're right.
でも私思うんです。そんなのはクロスベルらしくないって。どんな苦境に見舞われても何度でも立ち上がることができるタフさ。多くの人たちが独立という誇りを求め続け、属州下にあっても確かに抱き続けた故郷への思い。
Is that true?
それは幾度となく苦難に見舞われてきたクロスベルだからこそ培えたものですから。
I couldn't agree more that optimism is at the core of who we are. It's more valuable than independence could ever be, and it's something we can take pride in. People may have lost sight of what makes Crossbell what it is for now, but if you can remind them again...
クロスベルだって絶対に取り戻せるはずです。私、信じてますから。2年前、私に私らしさを取り戻してくれたロイドさんとならって引き返してください、皆さん。いずれ争うことになるしかなくても、今はせめて
甘いなノエル。そんな甘い覚悟で本当に大義に準じているつもりなのか。ノエル、君は弱くなった。ただひたすらにまっすぐでいられなくなった。今の君相手なら俺にだって勝てる。
And that he did.
君が勝ったら俺たちを捕まえればいい。だが俺が勝ったら君は俺がもらう。
一体何を。
Oh, Dad.
最後のはさておき、今度は私がロイドさんの背中を押す番です。頑張りましょう。私たちがずっと守りたいと願い続けてきたもののために。
How can I say no to that? Of course, I'm with you all the way, Noah. And I promise I won't lose my way again. Well, I think we stood around talking for long enough. Ready to resume the mission? We're almost at the end of the tunnel. Yeah, Mainz just up ahead. Let's hurry. So, zum Mondhimmel können wir wahrscheinlich nicht. Wie so eine Raketenwerfer und solche Sachen rausholt, Alter. Ich frage mich schon, wo sie das an sich mitträgt. Ich bin schon, wie sie zu nichts kommen, weil sie sind gerade alle dabei, Noel zu targeten. Aber durch kein Movement haben, kommt es halt nicht ran. Funktioniert erstaunlich gut.
トンネル道を抜けましたね。
マインツまであと少しだ。油断せず行こ
う。Yep.
電磁ネット投射。
行くぞ。それ。行くぞ。強行突破だ。レイジングハンマー。俺の番だな。ゼロブレイカー。
私の番ですね。はっ。上出来かな。そこ。
一気に行くぞ。
Ist auch nicht gescannt.
So.
Ich glaube, ich habe nichts gescannt gefühlt.
私の番ですね。電磁ネット投射。
行くぞ。やっそうだ、まだまだいける。
そこチャージ完了です。なんとか立て直しましょう。電磁ネット投射。
させない。行くぞ。
Dann wollen wir dich mal weg.
とどめだ。今だ。
今だ。行きます。はん。私の番。やん。敵続けてきます。私の番ですね。電磁ネット投射。
Was ist das Ding?
俺の番だな。それ。行くぞ。それ。
私の番ですね。覚悟ファイヤー。チャンスです。
そこだ。俺の番だ。やっ。はい。はん。上出来かな。おっと、宝箱だ。
Ist locked. Kommen wir jetzt nicht raus. So. Okay. Okay, guck mal, wir sind uns im Guide-Stand. Wir kommen wieder zurück nach Mainz, nach der ganzen langen Zeit. Can finally see Mainz in the distance. So Brandy and the others are still safe and sound. Great, should hurry. You came from behind us. Enemy is sighted. What is Bunnyx doing here? How did they pass our defenses? This is not any good. We're heavily outnumbered. No idea how you managed to get past our perimeter, but your luck just ran out. We're taking you both in. Surrender quietly unless you want to be crushed just like the town. Planning on to attack Mainz. We have to stop them here now. Right, we won't let them set foot in Mainz. You fools. What do you have to accomplish with just the two of you? Capture them. Come on. Gonna easily downcrop them, to be honest. I'm down.
よし、やったぞ。
やりました。
The Dynamo's game really is catching up. It's too late to back down now. We can't let him get to Mainz. You're stubborn, I'll give it that much. But this has gone on long enough. It's time to finish. Damn it. It's alright, Reaper. Return fire. Randy. It really is. Ambush failed, fall back. That was a close call. Thanks for the assist, Randy. I say, really owe you. You're not hurt, are you? Randy?
バカ野郎、たった2人でこんなところまで。あんな大人数相手に無謀にも程があんだろうが。
That's my bad. I didn't mean to make you worry about us. This was exactly a spur of the moment thing. We're on a mission that was carefully planned with the others. Besides, did you really think you wouldn't come when we learned you were here?
そうか、そうだな。すまねえ。俺の方こそ心配をかけちまったみてえだ。ロイドもノエルも本当に無事でよかったぜ。
Jesus, it does. Same to you, partner. Randy.
大丈夫ですか、ランディさん。
どうも。So Marcus.
あなた方は。
Ah, didn't expect we'd run into people from Force here too. So you've been taking shelter with the Crossbow Guardian Force? Speaking of which, where are the First Lieutenant and Commander?
それは。
とにかく一旦町の方へ。事情はそちらでお話しします。